So a friend of mine sent me a message. I think it was Monday. Anyway, him and his wife have been divorced now for almost 2.5 years, and he thinks he's ready to date. And he asked me if I would throw the dice. He knows that I've got this incredible yes or no system that's way better than just flipping a coin. And so here's how it works. There are 3 dice. The green dice represents the answer yes or go. The red dice represents the answer no or stop. And the blue dice simply represents the question. In this particular case, the question is, should he be ready to date again? Should he think about dating again? And so here's how the whole process works. He asked me if I'd throw the dice for him, and here's what happens. All right. The green dice means yes, and it's closest to the answer. And the red dice really isn't even in the picture. So the answer is yes. Really close. That's a really strong yes. The only way it could be stronger is if it was, the closer the answer is to the question, the stronger that answer is. But the bag itself is divided into force. This corner represents clubs. This corner represents hearts. This corner represents spades. And this corner represents diamonds. So, yes, he should look for someone. The 4 represents stability. So he should look for someone. He should be on the lookout for someone that is already stable. They've already got a career. Their kids are grown, or if they're not grown, they live at home. At least they're mature. That's who would suit him best. Without that, it landed down here in the spades. That's conflict and change. Without that, if he does not find somebody like that, there will be a lot of conflict in his life. The yes answer has a number 2. 2 means diplomacy and getting along with people. I don't know how good he really is at that, but I know that this dice is recommending that he pay attention to being very, very flexible and very, very diplomatic in his relationships, or as he's looking for relationships. The red dice is mostly, I think it's mostly in the heart section, and the 1 indicates that he was very independent. Ones are about independence and about new beginnings. And I intentionally picked a red dice to represent no, because it speaks to passion. Red speaks to passion. It speaks to aggression. It speaks to anger. But it's also the color of blood, which is the life force. So I'm suspecting, I don't know this about my friend, but I suspect that he was pretty independent in that old relationship, and that might have been the problem. The total is 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 is about spirituality, about being wise in spiritual matters. And I suspect that, I'll talk to him later after I give him this video. I suspect that recently he has become very, very focused on more esoteric, more spiritual matters. And so, anyway, yes is the answer. And I think he'll be happy to hear that. The dice have spoken.